The gun clicks. Sophia's hand trembles on her swollen belly. Blood drips from her lip. Dante's mother smiles across the table, wine glass raised like a toast to death itself. His voice cuts through the room, low and lethal. Touch her again, and I'll burn this entire family to ash. Sophia's vision blurs. The baby kicks. Once, twice, then nothing. Dante's hand finds hers. His grip is iron. His rage is hellfire. Stay with me, Tesoro. Stay with me. The room erupts. Before we dive in, comment where in the world you're listening from. If you're here for possessive alphas and dangerous love, subscribe. Have you ever fallen for someone dangerous? Yes or no? Welcome to Luna's Romance Library. Subscribe so you never miss a story. The crystal chandelier throws diamonds of light across the dining table. Sophia's fork scrapes porcelain. Her stomach clenches. Not the baby. Not now. Across from her, Dante's mother lifts her wine glass. Carmine lips curve into something that might be a smile if smiles could kill. You look pale, dear. Sophia forces herself to swallow. The lamb tastes like copper, like fear. She reaches for her water, but her fingers won't grip the glass properly. Dante's hand covers hers. Warm. Steady. His thumb traces her pulse point. Sophia. His voice is quiet. Too quiet. She knows that tone. It's the one that comes before blood. I'm fine. The lie sits heavy on her tongue. His jaw tightens. Those dark eyes miss nothing. They catalog the tremor in her hand, the sweat beating at her temples, the way she's gripping the edge of the table. You're not... His mother laughs. The sound echoes off marble walls. So protective. It's almost sweet, Dante. Almost makes me forget she's nothing but a... Finish that sentence. His voice drops to gravel. I dare you. Sophia's vision swims. The room tilts. She tastes metal. The baby hasn't moved in 10 minutes. 10 minutes that feel like drowning. Dante. Her voice cracks. Something's wrong. He's out of his chair before the words fully leave her mouth. His arm bands around her waist. She leans into him because her legs won't hold her anymore. What did you do? He doesn't look at Sophia. He looks at his mother. The older woman sets down her glass with deliberate care. I have no idea what you're talking about. Liar. Sophia's knees buckle. Dante catches her, lifts her like she weighs nothing. Her head falls against his chest. His heart pounds against her ear. Fast. Furious. Call Leonardo. Now. He barks the order at someone. Everyone. His voice carries the kind of authority that makes grown men flinch. The lamb. Sophia's words slur. I only ate the lamb. Dante goes completely still. The kind of still that comes before earthquakes. Before cities burn. Who prepared the lamb? Silence. Who? Prepared. The lamb. His mother stands. Silk rustles. Diamonds catch the light. Really, Dante, you're being dramatic. The girl is simply poisoned. The word cuts like a blade. She's been poisoned. Sophia's hand finds her belly. The swell of life that's been growing for 6 months. The baby that kicks when Dante talks. The baby that goes quiet when she's afraid. Please? She doesn't know who she's begging. God, Dante, the universe. Please, the baby. Dante's arms tighten. His lips brush her forehead. You're not dying, neither is our child. I won't allow it, like he can command death itself to back down. Maybe he can. He's commanded everything else. Footsteps pound marble. A man appears. Gray suit. Medical bag? Leonardo. Dante's personal doctor. The one who patches up bullet wounds and asks no questions. On the table. Now, Leonardo's already moving. Dante lays her down with a gentleness that contradicts the violence radiating from every line of his body. He doesn't let go of her hand. What poison? Leonardo asks. Find out. Fix it. Dante, I need to know. Then test her blood and fix it. Each word lands like a death sentence. Because if my wife and child die tonight, this entire family dies with them. Sophia's mother-in-law laughs again. Brittle. Sharp. You'd kill your own blood for some. The gun appears in Dante's free hand. Sophia didn't see him draw it. One moment his hand was empty. The next, there's a Beretta pointed at his mother's head. Say one more word. Give me a reason. The room freezes. 10 people. Dante's uncles. His cousins. His father in the corner, silent as stone. They all watch. They all wait. Leonardo works fast. Needle. Vial. Blood draw. Sophia watches the ceiling spin. Counts heartbeats. Hers. Dante's. The baby's. She can't feel the baby. Dante. Her voice breaks. I can't feel her moving. His face goes white. Actually white. She's never seen fear on him before. Rage, yes. Violence, constantly. But fear? Never. How long? Leonardo doesn't look up. 20 minutes. Maybe more. Leonardo curses in Italian. Fluid. Vicious. The poison? Arsenic. Small dose. Clever. He's already pulling out another vial. Clear liquid. This will counteract it. But the baby? Save them both. Dante's voice could strip paint. That's not a request. I'm not God, Dante. Tonight, you are. The needle slides into Sophia's arm. Cold spreads through her veins. Leonardo's hands move to her stomach. Press. Listen. The silence stretches. Sophia stops breathing. Then, a kick. Small, weak. But there. She's alive. Leonardo's shoulders drop. Heart rate's low but stable. The baby's fighting. Sophia's sob catches in her throat. Dante's forehead drops to hers. His breath shakes. Tesoro. Just that. Just her name in Italian. Treasure. She's crying. He's not. But his hands tremble where they cup her face. Behind them, his mother moves toward the door. Sit down. She freezes. I said, sit down. Dante doesn't raise his voice. Doesn't need to. The gun stays trained on her head as he turns, one hand still holding Sophia's. You tried to kill my wife. My child. Each word falls like a hammer. At my own table. In my own house. Dante, you're being irrational. Irrational? He laughs. The sound has no humor in it. I'm being merciful. The old me would have put a bullet in your skull the moment Sophia collapsed. His father finally speaks. She's your mother. And Sophia is my wife. My family. The mother of my child. Dante's eyes never leave his mother's face. You all made your choice when you put poison in her food. Now I'm making mine. Sophia's hand tightens on his. She wants to tell him to stop. To think. But her tongue won't work right, and her vision keeps fading at the edges. Get out. Dante's voice drops to something inhuman. All of you. You have 1 hour to leave this city. After that, if I see any of you again, you die. You can't. I'm Dante Moretti. I can do whatever the hell I want. And right now, I want you gone before I change my mind and make this a bloodbath. No one moves. He fires once. The bullet shatters his mother's wineglass. Red liquid explodes across white tablecloth. 59 minutes. They run. Sophia watches them scatter like roaches when the lights come on. Dante's whole family. His blood. They disappear into the night, leaving only the two of them and Leonardo. Can I move her? Dante asks. Carefully. She needs rest, and I need to monitor her for the next 12 hours. Leonardo packs his bag with quick, efficient movements. The baby should be fine, but should? Will. The baby will be fine. Sophia's strong. So is your daughter. Daughter. They don't know yet. Won't know for another month. But Leonardo says it with certainty, and Sophia finds herself believing him. Dante lifts her again, cradles her against his chest like she's made of glass. I'm sorry. Her words slur together. I should have known. Should have. Stop? His lips brush her temple. This isn't on you. It's on them. And they'll pay for it. You banished your family. I chose mine. She closes her eyes. Lets exhaustion pull her under. But not before she hears him whisper against her hair. I'll burn the whole world down before I let anyone hurt you again. That's a promise, Tesoro, a blood oath. And Sophia believes him. Because Dante Moretti doesn't make promises he won't keep. He makes promises that end in ashes. The bedroom is dark when Sophia wakes. Her mouth tastes like chemicals and fear. Her hand goes immediately to her stomach. The baby kicks. Relief floods through her so fast she gasps. Easy. Dante's voice comes from beside the bed. He's in a chair, pulled close. Still in his dinner clothes, but the tie is gone and his shirt is unbuttoned. Blood stains his cuffs. She doesn't ask whose. How long? 4 hours. He leans forward. Elbows on knees. Leonardo's downstairs. Your vitals are stable. The baby's heartbeat is strong. Sophia lets herself breathe. Really breathe. For the first time since the lamb touched her tongue. Your family, gone. All of them. I have people making sure they leave the country. They'll come back. Let them try. His smile is blade sharp. I'll be waiting. She should feel guilty. Should feel something for the family he just destroyed for her. But all she feels is safe. Protected. Cherished in a way that's probably unhealthy but feels like oxygen. Come here. He moves to the bed. Lies beside her fully clothed, careful not to jostle her. His hand spreads across her belly, palm warm through the thin fabric of her nightgown. I meant what I said. His voice is quiet now. Private. Just for her. You and this baby are my family. My only family. Everyone else is just blood. That's not how family works. It is for me. She turns her head. Finds those dark eyes watching her with an intensity that should frighten her. Maybe it does. Maybe that's part of why she loves him. They tried to kill me because I'm not one of them. They tried to kill you because they're stupid enough to think they could touch what's mine and live. Possessive. Obsessive. Dangerous. All the things therapists would warn her about. All the things that kept her alive tonight. What if they try again? They won't get the chance. His thumb traces circles on her stomach. I've made arrangements. New security. New everything. No one gets near you without going through me first. That's not sustainable. Watch me. She almost smiles. Would smile if her body didn't ache and her head didn't pound. I love you. The words slip out. She said them before, but never after he's banished his entire family for her. Never after he's held a gun on his own mother. Never after he's proved exactly how far he'll go. His hand tightens on her belly. I know. He leans close. His forehead touches hers. I love you more than I love power, more than I love money, more than I love my own life. That's why they had to go. Because loving you means choosing you. Every single time. Even over blood? Especially over blood. The baby kicks against his palm. He goes still. Then something like wonder crosses his face. Softens the brutal lines. Makes him look almost human. She's strong. Like her father. Like her mother. He kisses her. Soft. Gentle. Nothing like the man who fired a gun at his own mother 4 hours ago. Sleep, Tesoro. I'll be right here. You need sleep too. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Dante. I'll sleep when you're safe. When our daughter is born. When I know for certain that no one will ever threaten you again. His voice drops. Until then, I'm awake. I'm watching. And God help anyone who tries. Sophia closes her eyes. She should argue. Should tell him he's being irrational. But exhaustion pulls at her and the baby is safe, and Dante's hand is warm on her stomach. She falls asleep to the sound of his breathing. Steady. Constant. A promise that he's there and he's not leaving. And somewhere in the night, she dreams of a little girl with dark eyes and her father's smile. A little girl who'll grow up knowing that family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's choice. Sometimes it's the person who'll burn the world down to keep you safe. Sometimes family is the monster who loves you enough to become worse. Morning comes with sunlight and the smell of coffee. Sophia blinks awake slowly. Her body aches less. The fog in her head has cleared. Her hand goes to her stomach. The baby kicks immediately. Strong. Insistent. Good morning to you too. She whispers it like a prayer, like gratitude. Dante's not in bed. The sheets beside her are cold. But she hears his voice in the hallway. Low, controlled, giving orders. She sits up carefully. Leonardo appears in the doorway like he was waiting for her to wake. How do you feel? Like I was poisoned. Fair. He pulls out his stethoscope. Let's check you and the baby. The examination takes 10 minutes. He checks everything. Heart rate, blood pressure, the baby's position and heartbeat. You're both fine. Lucky, but fine. He packs his bag. No more family dinners. Wasn't planning on it. Good. Because next time you might not be. He pauses at the door. He loves you. In case you were wondering, I've known Dante since he was 15. Never seen him like this. Never seen him choose anything over power. Until you. Leonardo nods once. Don't waste it. Men like him only love once. Then he's gone, and Sophia's alone with her thoughts and her coffee. And the knowledge that her husband just destroyed his legacy for her. Dante enters carrying a tray. Toast. Fruit. More coffee. You should be resting. I've been resting for 8 hours. She takes the toast anyway. Nibbles the edge. Her stomach is still uncertain. What happens now? Now we rebuild. He sits on the edge of the bed. Without them, your father made his choice. He stood there and watched his wife poison you. That's all I need to know. And your uncles? Your cousins? Complicit. Every one of them knew. No one warned us. No one stopped it. His jaw tightens. That's not family. That's snakes. She sets down the toast, reaches for his hand. His fingers thread through hers automatically. I'm sorry. Don't be. I'm not. He lifts her hand, kisses her knuckles. I'd rather have you and burn every bridge than have them and lose you. That's not healthy. Probably not. But it's honest. She can't argue with that. Can't argue with the way he looks at her like she's the only solid thing in his world. Like everything else could crumble, and he wouldn't blink as long as she's still standing. What about the business? I have people. Loyal people. We'll manage. He stands. Starts pacing. Energy radiates off him like heat. I've already made calls. Restructured everything. Cut out anyone with family connections. It'll be leaner, but safer. You're isolating yourself. I'm protecting what's mine. There's no point arguing. Sophia learned that months ago. Dante doesn't negotiate when it comes to her safety. Doesn't compromise. Doesn't bend. I need to shower. I'll help. I can shower alone. Humor me. She does. Because under the possessiveness is genuine fear. She saw it last night. Saw the way his hands shook when Leonardo said the baby's heart rate was low. Saw the white around his eyes when she said she couldn't feel movement. He strips her carefully. Helps her into the massive marble shower. The water is perfect. Hot, but not too hot. He washes her hair with gentle hands. Careful of her belly. Careful of everything. I'm not made of glass. You're made of something more valuable. His hands work shampoo through her hair. Glass breaks. You bend. Poetic. Honest. She leans back against him. Lets the water in his hands work the tension from her muscles. For a moment, they're just a couple in a shower. Not a mafia boss and his poisoned wife. Not a man who just banished his family. Just two people who love each other in dangerous, complicated ways. We need a plan. Her voice echoes off marble. They won't stay gone forever. I know. They'll regroup. Come back stronger. Let them. His hands still on her shoulders. I'll be ready, Dante. Sophia. He turns her to face him. Water streams between them. I've been at war my whole life. With rivals, with cops, with myself. This is just another war. And I've never lost. There's always a first time. Not with you. Not with our daughter. His hand cups her belly. This is the one war I can't afford to lose. So I won't. Simple. Absolute. Terrifying in its certainty. She kisses him because words aren't enough. Because sometimes love looks like a man holding a gun on his mother. Sometimes it looks like choosing your wife over your blood. Sometimes it looks like burning everything down and calling it protection. He kisses her back like she's oxygen, like salvation, like the only thing keeping him human. When they finally break apart, she's breathless. We should get out before we turn into prunes. Probably, but neither of them moves. They stand under the spray, holding each other, pretending the world outside this bathroom doesn't exist. Pretending they have time. Pretending safety is something they can achieve instead of something they chase. Eventually, the water runs cold. Reality creeps back in. Dante wraps her in towels, helps her dress, treats her like porcelain, even though she's steel. I'm meeting with my captains this afternoon. He buttons her shirt with steady hands. Security briefing. You'll stay here with Leonardo. I want to be there. No. Dante. I said no. His eyes meet hers. Hard. Unyielding. You almost died last night. Our daughter almost died. I'm not risking it again. They're your captains. Your people. And one of them might have known. Might have been complicit. His hands still on her collar. Until I know who I can trust, you stay here, where I know you're safe. She wants to argue, wants to insist she's not some damsel who needs protecting, but the fear in his eyes stops her. The memory of poison stops her. The baby kicking against her ribs stops her. Fine. But you're back by dinner. I'll be back by 6, and you're bringing food from somewhere we trust. Obviously. She almost smiles. Almost. Because this is her life now. Negotiating dinner like it's a hostage situation. Treating meals like potential assassinations. Living in fear disguised as caution. I hate this. I know. He pulls her close. His chin rests on her head. But you're alive to hate it. That's all that matters. It shouldn't be. But it is. The afternoon drags. Leonardo checks on her every hour. Takes vitals. Monitors the baby. Asks questions about cramping and bleeding and a dozen other things that make Sophia's anxiety spike. I'm fine. You're recovering. Leonardo makes notes on his tablet. There's a difference. How long until I'm actually fine? Physically? Another day or two. The arsenic is mostly out of your system. He looks up. Mentally? That's not my department. Helpful. I'm a doctor, not a therapist. Sophia almost laughs. Would laugh if everything didn't feel so heavy. She spends the day in bed, reading, trying to distract herself. But her mind keeps circling back to last night. To the moment her mother-in-law smiled. To the way Dante's whole family watched her collapse. To the knowledge that they wanted her dead. Her and the baby. Her hand stays on her stomach. The baby kicks every 20 minutes or so. Regular. Strong. A reminder that they both survived. That Dante's promise held. That she's safe. For now, 6 o'clock comes. Then, 6:15. 6:30. Sophia's anxiety climbs with each passing minute. Where is he? She's reaching for her phone when she hears the front door. Footsteps. Multiple sets. Voices. Dante's voice rises above the others. Everyone out. Sweep the grounds. Report every hour. More footsteps. Then, silence. Then just one set of steps coming toward the bedroom. The door opens. Dante fills the doorway. He looks exhausted. Fury radiates off him in waves. What happened? 2 of my captains are gone. Disappeared. He runs a hand through his hair. Either they're dead, or they're with my family. Dead or traitors? Exactly. He sits on the edge of the bed. Sophia can see the weight pressing down on him. The isolation, the knowledge that his own blood wants his wife dead. Come here. He does. Lies beside her. Lets her hold him instead of the other way around. For once, he's not the protector. He's the man who just lost everything except her. I'm sorry. Don't be... But his voice cracks. Just slightly. Just enough. This is what loyalty costs, what family costs. I knew that when I married you, you didn't know they'd try to kill me. I knew they'd never accept you. Should have known they'd do something about it. His hand finds her belly. I should have protected you better. You did protect me. I'm alive. Barely, but alive. We both are. That's what matters. He doesn't answer. Just holds her and their baby like they're the only real things left in his world. Maybe they are. Maybe he really did burn everything else down. I love you. She whispers it into his hair. Even like this. Especially like this. His arms tighten. I don't deserve you. Probably not. But you're stuck with me anyway. This time, he does laugh. Quiet. Broken. Real. They stay like that until dinner. Until Leonardo brings food from a restaurant 3 cities away. Until Sophia's stomach stops churning enough to eat. Until Dante's shoulders lose some of their tension. Until they can pretend for a few hours that they're just a couple having dinner. Not survivors of attempted murder. Not a man who banished his family. Not a woman carrying a baby that someone tried to kill. Just 2 people who love each other enough to destroy everything else. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's all family ever needs to be. Where are you watching from? And would you give his family a second chance? 3 weeks pass like holding your breath underwater. Sophia's belly grows. The baby kicks harder now. Strong enough that Dante can feel it through her clothes. Strong enough to remind them both what they're protecting. The mansion becomes a fortress. Guards at every entrance. Cameras in every hallway. Leonardo stays in the guest wing, checking Sophia twice daily. Dante sleeps in 2-hour increments. When he does sleep, he keeps a gun under his pillow. Sophia watches him deteriorate. Watches the shadows deepen under his eyes. Watches him become more monster than man. All for her. All for their daughter. You need to sleep. She says it on a Tuesday. Or maybe Wednesday. The days blur together when you're locked in a gilded cage. I'm fine. You're not. He looks at her from across the bedroom. He's been standing at the window for an hour. Watching. Always watching. 2 more weeks. Then we disappear. What? I've arranged everything. New identities, new location, somewhere they'll never find us. He turns. His face is all hard angles in the lamplight. We leave the night the baby's born. Dante, you can't just... I can. I will. He crosses to her. Sits on the edge of the bed. This life? It's over. I'm done with the family. Done with the business. Done with all of it. That's not possible. You're Dante Moretti. You can't just vanish. Watch me. His phone rings. He glances at the screen. His jaw tightens. What? Marco, one of his remaining captains. One of the few he still trusts. He wants a meeting. So, meet with him. He wants you there too. Sophia's hand goes to her belly. Protective. Instinctive. Why? Says he has information. About my family. About who helped them. Dante's fingers curl into a fist. Says you need to hear it. It could be a trap. It's definitely a trap. He stands. Starts pacing. But if there's even a chance he's telling the truth, I need to know. Sophia pushes herself up. 8 months pregnant makes everything harder. Moving. Breathing. Thinking. Then we go together. Absolutely not. You said he wants me there. So I'm there. She meets his eyes. Holds his gaze. We're in this together, remember? Or was that just something you said when you were holding a gun on your mother? A muscle jumps in his jaw. For a moment, she thinks he'll refuse. Lock her in the bedroom. Go alone like he's been doing everything else. Instead, he nods once. You stay behind me. You do exactly what I say. The second anything feels wrong, you run. I'm 8 months pregnant. I don't run anywhere. Then Leonardo carries you. No humor in his voice. Just absolute certainty. But you get out. Promise me. She does. Because the fear in his eyes is real. Because she's seen what losing her would do to him. Because their daughter deserves at least one parent who's not completely destroyed. The meeting is set for midnight. Neutral territory. An abandoned warehouse on the docks. Every Mafia cliché rolled into one convenient location. This is a terrible idea. Leonardo says it while checking Sophia's blood pressure. You should be resting. Not walking into whatever fresh hell this is. Noted? I'm serious. Your blood pressure is elevated. Stress isn't good for the baby. Then maybe everyone should stop trying to kill us. Sophia's tone is sharper than she intends. Pregnancy hormones mixed with constant fear makes her mean. That would really help my stress levels. Leonardo almost smiles. Almost. Fair point. Dante enters wearing all black. Gun holstered at his hip. Another at his ankle. Probably a knife somewhere. Maybe several. Ready? No. But let's go anyway. The drive takes 20 minutes. 4 cars. Dante's security team spread between them. Sophia sits in the middle vehicle with Dante and Leonardo. Nobody speaks. The silence is heavy enough to suffocate. The warehouse looms out of the darkness like something from a nightmare. Rusted metal. Broken windows. The smell of salt water and decay. I don't like this. Dante's hand is on his gun before they even park. You don't like anything anymore. True. They exit the car slowly. Dante's men form a perimeter. Sophia stays close to Leonardo like Dante ordered. Her hand rests on her belly. The baby kicks. Once, twice. Like she knows danger when she feels it. Marco waits inside. Tall, dark hair going gray at the temples. Sophia's met him twice. He seemed loyal. But loyalty is cheap when your life is on the line. Dante. Marco nods. His eyes flick to Sophia. Mrs. Moretti, you have information. Dante doesn't waste time on pleasantries. Talk. Your family's in Russia. Regrouping. Making alliances. I know that. What you don't know is who helped them get there. Marco pulls out a phone. Swipes. Hands it to Dante. Recognizing him? Sophia can't see the screen from where she stands, but she sees Dante's face go white. Sees his fingers tighten on the phone hard enough to crack the case. That's not possible. It's not only possible, it's confirmed. Marco's voice is careful, measured, like he's handling explosives. He's been working with them for months. Since before the wedding. Who? Sophia steps forward. Leonardo tries to stop her, but she pushes past. Who is it? Dante turns the phone. The screen shows a man. 50s. Gray suit. Familiar in a way that makes Sophia's stomach drop. That's Vincent. Her voice comes out strangled. Your consigliere. Your advisor. My father's oldest friend. Dante's words are ice. The man I trusted with everything. Marco nods slowly. He's the one who gave your mother the arsenic. He's the one who told her exactly how much wouldn't kill Sophia immediately. Who made sure it looked like a family dinner gone wrong instead of premeditated murder. The warehouse suddenly feels too small. Too hot. Sophia can't breathe right. Why? Money? Power? The usual reasons. Marco takes the phone back. Your father promised him a seat at the table. A real seat. Not just advisor, not just consigliere, but equal partner. Dante laughs. The sound is broken glass and fury. My father doesn't share power with anyone. He does when he needs to. And he needed Vincent to get rid of you. Marco meets Dante's eyes. You were too powerful, too loved by the men. Your father couldn't just kill you, but he could kill your wife, kill your baby, break you from the inside. Sophia's legs go weak. Leonardo catches her, eases her into a chair someone dragged in. This was the plan all along. Her words are barely a whisper. Marry me, get me pregnant, then murder us both. Not murder you. Marco's voice softens slightly. Just the baby, and make it look natural. Miscarriage, complications. Something tragic but believable. The poison wasn't supposed to be that strong. Dante's putting pieces together. Someone changed the dose. Your mother, Marco confirms, she wanted you both dead. Vincent wanted subtlety. They argued. She went rogue. And almost succeeded. Dante's hand shakes. Barely. But Sophia sees it. Where is he now? That's why I called this meeting. Marco straightens. He's here, in the city, meeting with your remaining captains, trying to turn them against you. Which ones? Marco rattles off 4 names. Men Sophia recognizes. Men who've eaten at their table. Who've sworn loyalty to Dante. How many will flip? Hard to say. Maybe all of them. Maybe none. Marco shrugs. Depends on whether they believe Vincent's story. What story? That you've gone crazy. That grief over losing your family has made you paranoid and dangerous. That you're planning to burn the whole organization down out of spite. Marco pauses. That Sophia's not really pregnant. That she's faking it to control you. Sophia's hand goes to her belly. The baby kicks hard. Like she's offended by the suggestion. They'll believe that? Leonardo asks. Some will, some won't. But enough doubt is as good as certainty in this business. Marco looks at Dante. You need to move fast. Tonight. Because Vincent's meeting with them right now. Dante's silent for a long moment. Sophia can see him calculating. Planning. Deciding who lives and who dies. Where's the meeting? The old Rossi building. Downtown. Top floor. Marco hesitates. But Dante, there's at least 15 men there, maybe more. Even with your security, I'm not bringing my security. Dante's voice is flat. Final. I'm going alone. That's suicide. That's strategy. They're expecting an army. I'll give them a ghost. Sophia stands. The chair scrapes concrete. You're not going alone. Yes, I am. No. You're not. She crosses to him. Ignores the way Leonardo tries to intercept. Because if you die, we die. Your father will hunt us down within a week. So either we all live, or we all die. Those are the options. Dante's face could be carved from stone. You're 8 months pregnant. I'm aware. You almost died 3 weeks ago. Also aware. Sophia, I'm going. Argue all you want. Lock me in the car. I'll find a way out. She puts her hand on his chest. Feels his heart hammering. We're a unit now. You, me, and her. We don't split up. Not anymore. For a moment, she thinks he'll refuse. Lock her in the car like she suggested. Leave her behind for her own safety. Then he leans down. Presses his forehead to hers. You stay in the car until I clear the building. You don't come up until I call. And if anything happens to me, you run. You take Leonardo and you disappear. Promise me. She promises. Means about half of it. They leave Marco at the warehouse. Drive in silence to downtown. The Rossi building is a relic. 20 stories of pre-war architecture going slowly to rot. Dante parks 3 blocks away. Turns to Sophia. I love you. Whatever happens, remember that nothing's happening. You're going in there, you're handling it, and you're coming back. Her voice doesn't shake. She won't let it. Because our daughter needs her father, he kisses her. Hard. Desperate. Like it might be the last time. Then he's gone. Slipping into darkness like he was born to it. Maybe he was. Sophia counts heartbeats. Watches the clock on the dashboard. 5 minutes. 10. 15. He should have called by now. Leonardo's voice is tight. Give him time. Sophia, give him time. 20 minutes. Her phone stays silent. The building looms dark against the night sky. Then, gunfire. Distant, but unmistakable. Pop, pop, pop like firecrackers. Leonardo curses in Italian. Reaches for his phone. Sophia's already moving. Out of the car before he can stop her. Running toward the building as fast as her pregnant body will allow. Sophia, stop. She doesn't. Can't. Because that's Dante in there. That's her husband. Her family. And she promised they'd stay together. The lobby is abandoned. Elevators dark. She finds the stairs. Starts climbing. 1 floor. 2. Her breath comes in gasps. The baby kicks in protest. I know. She whispers it to her daughter. I know this is crazy, but your father's crazy too. You'll understand when you meet him. More gunfire. Closer, now. She's on the 15th floor when Leonardo catches up. You're insane. Probably, they climb together. Him ahead. Her behind. Both of them knowing this is a terrible idea and doing it anyway. The 20th floor is chaos. Bodies in the hallway. Blood on the walls. Sophia's stomach turns, but she keeps moving. Dante's voice cuts through the mayhem. Where is he? Someone screams. The sound cuts off abruptly. Sophia rounds the corner. The main office is a war zone. Dante stands in the center. Blood on his shirt, gun in his hand. 3 men down, 4 more cowering in corners. And there, Vincent, on his knees, hands zip-tied behind his back, face bruised, bleeding from a split lip. Dante sees her. His face goes white. "I told you to stay in the car. You took too long." Sophia, is he the one? She doesn't take her eyes off Vincent. Is he the one who tried to kill our baby? Dante's jaw tightens. He nods once. Sophia crosses the room, steps over bodies, stops in front of Vincent, the man who's known Dante since he was a boy, who ate at their table, who smiled at their wedding. Why? Vincent spits blood, looks up at her with cold eyes. "Because you're nobody, a nothing, and you made him weak. I made him choose." Same thing in this world. Sophia's hand goes to her belly. The baby kicks, strong, alive. Everything Vincent tried to destroy. "You failed." Her voice is steady, calm. "We're still here. She's still alive. And you're the one on your knees." Vincent smiles. It's ugly, cruel, for now. But Dante's father has resources you can't imagine. Money, men, connections. He'll come for you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but he'll come. And when he does, Dante's gun presses against Vincent's temple. "Finish that sentence. I dare you." Vincent goes quiet. "That's what I thought." Dante doesn't lower the gun. "You betrayed me, tried to murder my wife, my child. Give me one reason I shouldn't end this right now. Because I'm the only one who knows where your father is. Kill me, and you'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder." Smart, tactical, the kind of leverage that might work on someone else. But Dante's not someone else. "I've been looking over my shoulder since I was 15. One more threat doesn't scare me." His finger tightens on the trigger. "Try again." Vincent's eyes widen. For the first time, Sophia sees real fear there. "Dante, wait!" The gun goes off. The sound is deafening in the enclosed space. Vincent slumps forward. Blood pools on expensive hardwood. Silence. Then Dante turns, looks at his remaining captains. The ones still breathing, still watching. "Anyone else want to betray me? Now's your chance." "I'm in the mood." Nobody moves. "Good. Then here's how this works. My father's gone, my family's gone, Vincent's gone." He gestures at the bodies. This is over. The old organization is dead. What comes next is different." "Different how?" one of the captains asks. "Brave or stupid? Hard to tell. Smaller, leaner, no family connections, no blood loyalty. Just people who actually want to be here." Dante's gun hangs loose at his side. Casual. Dangerous. Anyone who doesn't want that can leave. Now. No consequences. "Walk away and don't come back." 3 men stand. Head for the door. Dante lets them go. The rest stay. "All right then." Dante looks at each of them in turn. New rules. No lies. No betrayals. No poison at family dinners. "You work for me, you protect what's mine. That includes my wife, my daughter. Anyone who even looks at them wrong answers to me personally. Clear?" Murmurs of agreement. I said, "Clear?" "Clear, boss." Dante nods once. Then he holsters his gun, crosses to Sophia, takes her arm gently. "Let's go home." "What about—" She gestures at the bodies. "The blood, the mess. They'll handle it. That's what they're for." Leonardo's waiting in the hallway, pale but composed. Everyone alive who should be, more or less. Dante's arm stays around Sophia's waist, supporting her, protecting her. "Let's move before the cops show up." The drive home is silent. Sophia's hands shake. Delayed adrenaline, delayed fear, delayed everything. "You shouldn't have come up." Dante's voice is quiet. "You're welcome. I'm serious. You could have been killed. So could you. That's why I came." He doesn't argue. just pulls her closer, presses his lips to her hair. Crazy woman. Matched, set. Leonardo clears his throat from the front seat. For what it's worth, you're both insane. And that baby is going to have the most interesting childhood. Despite everything, Sophia laughs. It's half hysteria, half relief. But it's real. They make it home as dawn breaks. Pink and gold lights spilling over the property. It should be beautiful. It is beautiful. But Sophia's too tired to appreciate it. Dante carries her inside. Up the stairs, into their bedroom. I can walk. Humor me. He sets her on the bed carefully, helps her out of her blood-stained clothes, doesn't comment on the way her hands shake, the way tears leak from her eyes. It's over. He kneels in front of her, takes her hands. The betrayal, the poison, the threats. Vincent's dead. My family's scattered. It's finally over. Until they regroup. They won't get the chance. His voice is certain. Absolute. Because we're disappearing, remember? 2 weeks. Then we're ghosts. Sophia wants to believe him. Wants to trust that they can just vanish. Start over. Raise their daughter somewhere safe. But she's seen too much. Knows too much about how this world works. Your father won't stop. He will when he can't find us. Dante. Sophia. He cuts her off gently. I've been planning this for weeks. New identities, new location, money in offshore accounts that can't be traced. I've thought of everything. What about your business? Your people? Marco can have it. He's earned it. Dante stands. Starts pacing. I'm done, Tesoro. Done with the life. Done with the violence. Done with watching over my shoulder waiting for the next betrayal. And you think you can just walk away? I think I can do anything if it means keeping you safe. He stops. Looks at her. You and our daughter. That's my family now. That's all I need. It should sound romantic. Should sound perfect. But Sophia hears the exhaustion in his voice. Sees the weight pressing down on him. You're going to miss it. Maybe. Probably. He sits beside her. But I'll miss you more if you're dead. So the choice is easy. She leans into him. Lets him hold her. They sit like that until full morning. Until Leonardo knocks to check on them. Until reality seeps back in. The next 2 weeks are preparation. Dante ties up loose ends. Moves money. Arranges documents. Sophia packs what they can take. Sorts through a whole life trying to decide what matters. The baby drops lower. Leonardo says it's normal. Says labor could start any day. We need to leave soon. Dante says it on a Thursday. Or maybe Friday. Time's blurry again. I'm not traveling in labor. Then we leave tonight. Dante, tonight, Sophia. Before someone else tries to kill you. Before my father finds us. Before anything else goes wrong. She wants to argue. But he's right. They've pushed their luck as far as it'll go. They leave at midnight. 1 car. Just the 3 of them. Dante driving. Leonardo in back with medical supplies. Sophia in front, hand on her belly, counting kicks. Where are we going? You'll see. They drive for hours. Away from the city. Away from everything familiar. The landscape changes. Buildings to trees. Streets to mountains. Darkness to dawn. Sophia dozes. Wakes when the car stops. We're here. She looks out the window. A house. Small. Isolated. Surrounded by forest and silence. It's perfect. It's ours. Dante helps her out. No one knows about this place. No records. No trail. Just us. Inside, the house is furnished. Simple, but comfortable. A bedroom. A nursery already set up. A kitchen that smells like pine and possibility. How long have you been planning this? Since the night you were poisoned? Dante sets down their bags. I started looking for a way out the moment I realized I could lose you. Sophia explores slowly. Runs her hand over the crib in the nursery. White paint. Soft blankets. Everything ready for their daughter. You thought of everything. I tried. She turns. Finds him watching her with those dark eyes that see everything. Thank you. 2 words that don't come close to covering it. For choosing us. For all of this. He crosses to her, cups her face in his hands. I'd do it again. I'd do worse. I'd burn the whole world down if it meant keeping you safe. His thumb traces her cheek. That's not romantic. It's not healthy. But it's true. I know. She kisses him. Soft, grateful. That's why I love you. They spend the first week settling in, learning the house, learning how to exist without guards and guns and constant vigilance. It's strange, uncomfortable, like wearing someone else's skin. But slowly, they adjust. Dante sleeps more than 2 hours at a time. Sophia's blood pressure drops. Leonardo stops looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes. This might actually work, Leonardo says it on day 8. They're having coffee on the porch. Morning sun warm on their faces. Don't jinx it. Sophia's hand rests on her belly. The baby's quiet today. Conserving energy, maybe? Getting ready. I'm not jinxing anything. I'm being optimistic. Leonardo refills his cup. You two earned this. Some peace. Some normal. Normal's overrated. Dante emerges from inside. Hands Sophia a plate. Toast. Fruit. Everything she's been craving. But peace? Peace is good. They eat in comfortable silence. Watch birds. Listen to wind in trees. For the first time in months, no one's trying to kill them. It's perfect. It's terrifying. Because perfect doesn't last. Not in their world. The contractions start that night. Mild at first. Sophia times them while Dante paces. 20 minutes apart. 15. 10. We should get to the hospital. There is no hospital. Leonardo's already setting up. Medical supplies spread across the dining table. We're doing this here. I've delivered babies before. It'll be fine. It'll be fine? Dante's voice climbs. My wife is in labor in the middle of nowhere, and you're saying it'll be fine? Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Now calm down before I sedate you. The labor is long. Painful. Sophia loses track of time between contractions. Loses track of everything except breathing and pushing and Dante's hand in hers. You're doing great, Tesoro. So strong. So perfect. She wants to tell him to shut up, that he has no idea what this feels like. But she doesn't have breath for words, only for surviving. 16 hours in, Leonardo's face gets serious. The baby's heart rate is dropping. What does that mean? Dante's voice is sharp with fear. It means we need to deliver now. Sophia, next contraction, you push with everything you have, understand? She nods. Too tired for words. Too scared for anything except trusting Leonardo. The contraction hits like a truck. She pushes, screams, pushes again. I see the head. One more, Sophia. One more, and she's here. She bears down with strength she didn't know she had. Feels something tear. Feels pressure and pain, and then a cry. Small, furious, alive. She's here. Leonardo's voice breaks. She's perfect. Dante's crying. Actually crying. Tears streaming down his face as Leonardo places their daughter on Sophia's chest. Small, pink, screaming her tiny lungs out. The most beautiful thing Sophia's ever seen. Hi, baby girl. Her voice is wrecked. Hi. We've been waiting for you. The baby's eyes open, unfocused but searching, like she knows her mother's voice already. Dante's hand covers them both. His family. His whole world. She's perfect. You're perfect. Everything's perfect. Leonardo works efficiently, cutting cord, cleaning up, doing all the medical things while Sophia holds her daughter and Dante holds them both. What's her name? Leonardo asks. Sophia looks at Dante. They've discussed this, argued about it, settled on nothing. Isabella, Dante says it softly, after my grandmother. The only family member who ever actually loved me. Isabella Moretti. Sophia tests it. It fits. Bella, for short. The baby, Bella, makes a small sound. Content. Safe. Loved. They sit like that until dawn. New parents. New family. New life. No guards outside. No enemies at the door. No poison in the food. Just 3 people who survived hell and came out the other side. Dante kisses Sophia's forehead. Then Bella's. Thank you. His voice is barely a whisper. For this. For her. For not giving up when you had every reason to. Thank you for choosing us over everything else. Wasn't a choice. Was survival. You're my oxygen, Tesoro. Can't live without you. Bella yawns. Tiny. Perfect. Completely unaware that her father just gave up an empire for her. That her mother survived poison for her. That she's the reason 2 broken people became a family. Outside, the sun rises on their new life. No mafia, no family drama, no threats. Just a man who loves his wife enough to burn the world down. A woman who loves her husband enough to walk through fire. And a baby who'll grow up knowing she's protected. Cherished. Worth every sacrifice. What happens now? Sophia asks. Dante's arm tightens around her. Now, we live. We raise our daughter. We be boring and domestic and everything I never thought I'd want. Think you can handle boring? With you? I can handle anything. Bella makes another sound. Hungry, maybe? Or just reminding them she exists. Leonardo appears with a bottle. Formula already mixed. Someone's ready for breakfast. Sophia takes the bottle, watches her daughter eat with single-minded focus. So small. So strong. So completely theirs. She has your eyes. Dante's voice is full of wonder. She has your determination. Poor kid. They laugh. Quiet. Tired. Real. And somewhere far away, Dante's father plots revenge. Dante's family regroups. Vincent's death sparks retribution. The whole machine of the Mafia world keeps turning. But here, in this small house in the middle of nowhere, none of that matters. Here, a family is born from ashes and blood and choices that should have destroyed them. Here, love wins. Not easily, not cleanly, but absolutely. And that's enough. That's everything. Like, subscribe, and tell me where you're listening from and your favorite moment.